Oh, happy day! It's over on the Neptune spoil Endgame.
So, I have seen it. A 3-hour summary of roughly 10 to the third hours of universe. The collective gasps from the girls in the theater when Thor's beer gut was revealed was entirely too amusing.
Huh.
The blanket-like silence in the room during the opening credits was gratifying. Because, they don't shut up. I feel so old. Goddamn kids. Anyway. And at last, we have some form of closure to over a decade of movies. Throughout it all, though, with every nostalgic set piece mostly shot, there was one singular seminal plot point that the entire thing revolved around. Cannot let it pass unaddressed. Hawkeye's ridiculous haircut. It was jarring. Every time it was on screen, I couldn't listen to the actors. It was sitting there like, Hawkeye was your 11-year-old son, and you let him tell the barber what he wanted for the first time. He got up there and said, I want a wide mohawk with a rat tail. Not a full rat tail, mind you, just a hint of one. It was every shitty tween haircut from the years since the first MCU movie. And as a consolation prize for losing his story.
Yeah, he definitely got the short end of that stick.
Yeah, let's face it, Hawkeye should have died. Not because no one would have cared if he did, but rather because everyone would have. I was promised that more than once during this years-long slog, that Hawkeye was going to be the emotional release that everyone deserved. It was highlighted at the beginning of Endgame.
Yep.
They ham-fistedly laid it on thick when he and Black Widow went on their mission.
Yep.
And it was foreshadowed in that other movie where his happy life was threatened once again and made him an unlikely badass that somehow knew how to overcome mind control because he was mind controlled before. What movie was that?
Yeah, that was Avengers 2.
That was Avengers? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
But
I can't...
that
Ultron.
that was
Yeah,
the one where they had to rescue the whole city, right? That was...
Yeah. They
Okay.
tried to save Sokovia from, destroying the planet because Ultron was a dick.
All right, Age of Ultron. So that was Age of Ultron, and I'm like, that was still weird, but like, he knew that anyway. Hawkeye should have died. Let him go, right? Let him run off that alien diving board into legend. Black Widow, though. I honestly almost mistyped her as Scarlet Witch here because I can neither remember nor care what her character is other than sexy ninja. So she dies. Big deal. Because she's expendable is the last thing you use to justify a character death because that's literally missing the whole point. You off a character who isn't expendable to give us that gut punch we all wanted.
Yeah.
I go to movies for that visceral reaction to shed a manly tear for a fallen hero and the family he leaves behind, and I had it taken. All you had to do is... What?
Well, it give it back to you.
Hold on. No. Hold on, I'll get to that.
All right.
All you had to do was not pull that final bait and switch, and the movie would have been perfect. Sort of. Hawkeye would get a storyline, ScarJo gets to act because she lost a friend, and I get the storyline that I was looking for. Instead of Hawkeye with his family at Tony's funeral, it would have been the other way around and 1,000 times more effective. That would fix almost everything in this movie. Small changes can bring out huge effects.
Yeah.
Especially because you don't pick up a thread in the last movie where he has this new family. Like, it made it hard to care,
Yeah.
But, speaking of small changes, why time travel?
Yeah, I had that question too.
Right. I deflated so much when that was the fix. Time travel. Like, someone clearly, there was a writer's meeting where someone said, these are the reasons you can't do it, and then someone instead put that in the mouth of Don Cheadle. War Machine, he's like, Bill and Ted, Back to the Future, hot tub, goddamn time machine. And it's been done. It's been done. It's stupid. It's literally a punchline.
I also have to just take a pot shot here. You don't write a time travel plot line. Take shots at every other time travel plot line and then execute it this poorly.
Yeah. Because right, because like now you've written yourself into the corner when you invented time travel. Why in movies do they always think you can invent something, but only for a few hours? Like once they don't need it anymore, the technology suddenly vanishes.
Yeah, there's huge problems with time travel in general. Like you deflate any stress or conflict you could have. Number one, they had time travel without any restrictions. There was no pressure. There was nothing pursuing them by the time they invented time travel. And they go, oh, our resources are low. No, there's not a resource problem when you have time travel. It doesn't exist.
They figured that out mid-time travel.
But that's Tony fucking Stark! He should have figured it out as soon as he said time travel.
Oh, so we'll just go back and get... Yeah, like, okay. Yeah.
Like, immediately he should have been like, oh shit, we only have one Pym particle. I guess we gotta go back and get more.
Yeah, but I don't know why they went to all of that trouble, because one of the Infinity Stones is the Time Stone.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just okay, so Rocket gets that signal and says, 2 days ago power was used there. Fine, it happened really fast after that, after the disappearing family opening scene. It happened really fast after that, and all of a sudden Rocket goes, 2 days ago it was used there. Yep. Okay, good, we'll go. And then they could have landed on the planet, confronted Thanos, and then had a kerfluffle, and then everyone just gets scattered in time. Like he snaps his fingers, green stone flashes or splits, and poof. You can do it without having to suddenly invent time travel. Everyone still gets their hunt the stone, but don't fuck up the past quests. And they can fight multiple Thanoses when and wherever you want to drop a fancy set piece.
Yeah, and it fixes that whole problem of them being in the driver's seat here. Because them being in the driver's seat is the biggest problem.
Yeah, shouldn't the villain be a threat that causes a huge problem?
They don't have a threat until they make one themselves, and also their plan for the time heist was so bad. First off, you only need to go into 2 time periods, not 3. You don't need Thor's time period. I know, it gives him his mom, and that's such a beautiful moment. You don't need it. You can have him go to the Collector, where the reality, the Power Stone are, and then the other person can fly to, whatever, the planet with the Soul Stone. And then you have more resources in the same timelines to support each other, if you're gonna drive it. Because Thor knows he took the fucking reality stone to the Collectors before Guardians of the Galaxy happened. He knows it's there, and he can just walk up to the Collector and go, I need my stone back. Sorry.
I mean, you're actually right. You're like, I was disappointed in how the heist turned out too, because it wasn't a heist.
Yeah.
It wasn't shot like one.
It was a recap.
Yeah. It was like, hi, remember that movie? Hi, remember that movie? These guys are in that movie. It gave us probably one of the best moments in the entire movie when Hulk is going, stairs!
I was also kind of disappointed that when Cap fought Cap, he didn't beat him with a dirty low blow. Like, old Cap. You need to show that he's grown.
I'll get to Cappy too, but it wasn't shot like a heist because it wasn't slick. Everything didn't go... Like, you could go back in time. Really, go get your Pym particles, come back, go back enough times to do that time period so that you know everything, and then it pulls off... You pull off everything, except they missed something. And that's when you have your dramatic thing, but then they recover because they're Avengers, and they walk out all slick. And the heist gets pulled off.
Yeah.
That's a heist.
Start the shit with a montage. And stop the montage when something goes wrong.
Right. And then you even have like a snatch-like, there's that word again. Voiceover over the top of it. And as soon as he takes his attention off telling you what was going on, and he looks at the camera. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Yeah, but what they did was instead rip off Star Trek every 30 seconds. Anyway, there was one other thing that ruined the whole thing for me.
And that was?
It not ruined, per se, but it might as well. Everyone almost came back. Dearly departed loved ones reunited. The epic team-ups flashed across the screen, and all the fight scenes delivered, except for one glaring detail. and I know this is an unpopular opinion too, because literally the entire internet was looking forward to it. But
Yeah.
I cannot fathom why you would write into your movie Captain America picking up Thor's goddamn hammer. I know they teased it.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's a bullshit human.
Yeah. I'm okay with the enchantment of the hammer given in this one and doing the lifting there, but I can
but what does
see
that
the
mean?
problem.
What does that mean? So what, the big Thorbowski is now superfluous? The writers tacitly admit Cappy was a weakling the whole time? I mean, we knew that, right?
Yeah.
Literally the entire team was fluffed out with squads of dudes with guns, and Cappy didn't even have a gun. he was so boring. I hate Captain America. He's so bad. Because he's just a soldier. He's meant to blend into the paint, and he does. The moment I saw this lazy Mary Sue grab the hammer and an actual god lick his freaking balls by saying, "I knew it," before getting concussed by the big bad, I was out of the movie. I sat through the last third of Endgame thinking about the movie we could have had. Hawkeye getting the ending he deserves. A truly epic fight without some crazy nonsense like a bullshit human picking up the weapon of a god and getting a few lucky shots in. And way more of Captain Marvel flying around and punching out starships and getting exponentially hotter every time she was on screen.
Oh man, Captain Marvel was great. I wish they used her so much more. That's okay. Her movie was great, and hopefully this means there's another one in the getting ready to go for her.
So yeah. Ragdoll said, "How about?" She said that. How about Captain America picks up the axe? It's just the axe. And then I'm like, yeah. And then the hammer flies by his head, and she's got the hammer.
Yeah, Captain Marvel dual wielding on him.
Music swell.
Uh,
And then I guess Thor picks up the shield. I don't know.
Well, I knew you had an opinion. It agrees with mine for the most part. But from what I'm hearing, that means next time, on over on a Neptune beat up the planet, I'm gonna go through mine.
When